I do so love them cheesy fries and that greasy brown gravy makes me lose my mind.
Hello and welcome to episode 6 of A Chef at Large. You know, I get a lot of comments from family and friends about fish. People seem a little bit nervous about cooking with it, and so I thought today I'd take a few minutes to demystify it for you. I'm going to take you to a fresh market and show you how to select fish. Then we'll clean it so you can do that for yourself. And then I'll show you 2 simple and tasty recipes you can make in a very short time that are really delicious. So, let's go take a look. I highly recommend you either buy your fish from a fresh seafood market or from a supermarket that has a dedicated fishmonger. These people are experts at fish and they'll know exactly what's fresh and in season. They'll have cooking tips for you and they can also help you with cleaning suggestions. To make sure you're helping promote sustainable fishing, go to www.panda.org and look at the Worldwide Fund seafood charts for your area. Fresh fish should have a fresh smell, bright shiny eyes, and clear, smooth, not sticky gills. And they should smell like the sea. To scale a fish, use the flat side of your knife to scrape upwards behind the scales to lift them from the body. It takes a little bit of time and a little bit of muscle, but it's really not that difficult. Once the fish is fully scaled, you want to run your knife along the belly of the fish to open it up and to remove the guts. Then 2 slits of the knife should remove the entire gills while leaving the maw and head intact. To slice fillets, we're going to first cut along the cheekbone and then follow the spine. You can feel the actual spine bone's notch, and that's a good sign. And then you're going to go upward from the tail and simply pull away the fillet. It's actually quite easy, and you want to use a slight downward angle on your knife to feel the bones bumping against the knife. This will give you the most meat on the fillet. You can trim the belly later. Now, I see a lot of people throw away fish bones. Please don't. They make a very fast stock. Within a couple of hours, you can have fresh fish stock for fish soups and other uses. We'll need your fish carcass, 2 tablespoons of butter, about 1/3 a leek, 2 stalks of celery, 2 sprigs of lemon balm or parsley, some whole black peppercorn, whole clove, and bay leaf to start. We'll combine all that in a stock pot and cover it on a low heat for about 15 or 20 minutes to steam off the bones. Then we will rinse it with cool water to wash off the butter, and then fill it with cool water and return it to a very low heat. At this point, we'll also add in our wine. It'll probably take about a half hour to come to simmer, and then you want to let it simmer for about an hour. Once done, strain it through a cheesecloth, reduce it by about half at a simmer, season, and it's done. To pinbone your fish, use a plier or fish tongs to remove the bones from around the belly. To skin the fish, using a slightly downward angle on a very sharp knife, fillet against the skin, following the skin line, and the skin should come off quite easily. For the recipes today, I'm going to only skin the tail section, and I'm going to use that meat in a fish stew, while I'm going to use the thicker section up by the breast for some fillets. In my stew, I'm also going to use some fresh squid that I bought. We'll show you how to clean the squid. First, remove the head just by pulling it out. Then remove the spiny bone, backbone, also just by sliding it out. Looks like a piece of plastic. Then you can dig inside. There's a little bit of guts. And then the skin peels right off, almost like peeling a fruit. To save the head, just cut below the eyes and squeeze out the maw. Comes out almost like squeezing a pimple. And there you have it. First, I'll bring my reduced fish stock to a boil, add in some fettuccine, let that simmer for a few minutes. When the fettuccine is about 3/4 done, I'll shut the fire and add in all my fish and calamari. Then I'm going to add in some fresh beet leaf. Those are really tasty and add an interesting tinge to the soup. Without any additional heat, that's ready to serve, and the fish and the seafood will not be overcooked. Cook the fillet, put it face down in a hot cast iron pan. You can use a nonstick, but cast iron's much better. And let it cook just to brown on one side. And then flip it and let the skin side cook. Fish will cook very quickly, and I like to peel away the skin and fry it crisp to use as a garnish. Once the fish has a texture similar to that of rare steak, I'm going to also toss in some beet leaves. Remove the fish, of course. Then I'm going to remove the beet leaves and then swirl in some butter and a splash of raspberry vinegar just to finish off the pan. I'll mound the veg on the plate, stack the fish on top of that, put the skin standing up for a little bit of 3D effect, and then just pour that butter sauce over it. And there you have it, some simple fish dishes for you to enjoy. Of course, music and show notes can be seen on my blog, and also don't forget, visit music.podshow.com. Thanks for watching and enjoy your meal.
And a treasure map, he said there are no bars.